yesterday. This is our 5th episode, and I am super excited. I feel so proud of myself. I don't know whether Bobby feels proud, but I feel proud. I have bragging rights. So, Bobby, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Why are you copying me? Why are you right?
First of all, you shouldn't mention my name, Bobby Dazzler. Full name, Bobby Dazzler. I mean,
the dazzling king on radio. You know, the man responsible for all the recordings, the editing, whatever video you see here, it's all courtesy Bobby, and it's free. Okay, so what are we talking about today? Today we want to talk about, the cancel culture in Nigeria, and how Nigerians decide on who to cancel. First of all, what is the cancel culture? Cancel culture refers to the practice of publicly calling out or boycotting individuals, groups, or organizations for perceived wrongdoing, often on social media. So that is what cancel culture means. And in Nigeria, apparently, lately, all we have been doing is canceling ourselves on social media. You do just one wrong thing like this, you know what? You are cancelled. Okay, so I tell Bobby to buy, let's say, water on his way, to this place for me, and he does. I say, Bobby, you are cancelled. You know what? You are cancelled. So that is basically what everyone is doing on social media right now. But our question for today is, how do Nigerians decide who to cancel on social media? Or is it just because we do not like this person, or because this person is not doing giveaway, or this person's beliefs or practices or perceptions do not align with ours, so automatically we just cancel the person? How do we decide? How do we decide on who to cancel?
This is a big topic and a big question. Asked, that's how do you decide who you're gonna cancel? And for me, I think we're discussing before we came on. Set talking about emotions most times. Stand as one of the foundations for Nigerians coming out to cancel people. They could just wake up one morning and they ain't feeling good, so they're just looking for who they're gonna transfer their aggression or whatever they're feeling to. And once, because sometimes you wonder that this little stuff done by someone is it enough to cancel a person? But at other times, I think Nigerians sometimes also might have been watching a particular person, like Naira Marley, for instance.
Okay.
Before the issue of the Mohbad death, I feel like they've been monitoring this dude. Like looking at some of the stuff he's been doing that are not influencing the youth positively. For instance, the no belt stuff, Malian.
Malian, so they go school.
Do you understand? If
their trouser is always below.
And the way at which they portray women in their videos and stuff like that, it dig bang bang, that's big booty, and they're gonna show it. I mean, it's like the way they go about it, you're gonna be like, man, no, what message is there in the song? You know what I mean? And people must have been watching this dude and like, okay, but that is not enough reason for them to want to come out to cancel the person at that moment. So, but immediately the Mohbad that came up, they just seized the opportunity to say, you know what, this is the time, and we're not gonna leave any stone unturned. You know what I mean? So I think that for me is not, I don't know if it's justified, but because there was no proof to saying that
do you understand? That's what I was about to say. Naira Marley killed Mohbad. Because if there's actually proof that Naira Marley killed Mohbad, please, people should not drag me. The guy should have been behind bars. But he's not.
But another reason they will give you, and I think sometimes they said dying is not just, it's beyond physical death. You could start dying from inside. From maybe harassment, from maybe what do you call it?
The emotional abuse.
Yeah, do you understand? All this
mental and all of
exactly. And that was the more reason, or the reason they gave that this guy was behind Mohbad's death. You
Scratch
understand?
that.
But
Naira
if you're
Marley
to go for, if you to take it to the court of law, I don't think that is enough evidence, because verbal abuse or stuff, except, but there were videos of him, being.
Bro, just so you know, what's this guy's name? Zinoliski was also cancelled. Why? Because they said, oh, Zinoliski is in the same record label with Mohbad,
Yeah.
and he saw everything that Naira Marley was doing to Mohbad, and he couldn't come out to say anything.
Yeah.
He kept quiet too. So you know what, Zino, we are cancelling you.
Yes,
They
yes.
cancelled the other guy, the other man too. I'm trying to remember his name.
Okay.
His name is honestly not ringing me bell right now. But you know that of recent, what's his name? Zinoliski dropped an album, and the album is topping charts. Who are the people streaming? Who are the people streaming this album? If you people
Even before you
allegedly have cancelled Zino, who are the people
before
streaming?
you even
the
go further on Zeno, when Naira Marley dropped, I'm back.
I'm back.
Do you understand? I saw it all over. I even saw, like I said, I saw some Christian girls dancing to that song. Do you understand? So I think we're just being.
It's just emotions. When people
Yeah,
carry
exactly.
the emotions, that's just it, honestly.
There's
Because, it's
concrete.
no concrete evidence.
Yeah.
Okay, a politician, today, let's say someone is in the PDP, and you wake up tomorrow and then you see that the person decided to defect to the All Progressive Congress, and then you
Yeah.
say, well, you know what, this person you already cancelled because I do not like this party,
Yeah.
or the people in the party
Exactly.
are evil, wicked, this and that. Then you just cancel the person. Who gave you
audacity.
the authority
Yeah.
to cancel a person? Are you God? No, you're not God. Look at what is happening in Plateau State right now. What we're honestly doing right now is just canceling ourselves on social media. So, what's his name? Very dark man.
Yeah.
With the killings, happening in the state. He made a video. He posted on Facebook. Dragging the Plateau State governor, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, saying, "Oh, the governor is not doing, enough to protect and secure the lives and properties of, the citizens of the state." And of course, he made some derogatory, statements that didn't sit well with the people of Plateau State. And people were dragging him on social media. They're saying, we want you to take down the video, we want you to apologize to our governor, we don't want to see you in our state. I think it is that statement they made when they said they don't want to see Very Dark Man in Plateau State. Very Dark Man had said to come to Jos. The next day, when he came to Jos, he went straight to the University of Jos because he decided to make boreholes for the students there. I cannot remember the particular hostel. He said the village hostel, right?
I think so.
So he went to check out the work there. Then from there he went to visit Basa. That's some of the communities that were attacked. And then he attacked and he took relief materials to these people. And then some people, some jobless youths decided to take the streets of Terminus to march and say VDM, we are cancelling. We say you should leave our state. We don't want to see you in this town. Leave Jos immediately. And Very Dark Man said no one can chase him out of Jos. And because of Very Dark Man's visit, Elmore is currently being cancelled in Jos. Even Malangwa is being cancelled in Jos because they are saying, why is Elmore and MC Malangwa mingling with Very Dark Man after what Very Dark Man said about the governor? So they are cancelling Elmore, they are cancelling MC Malangwa. With everything that MC Malangwa is doing for the orphans in Plateau State, with everything that Elmore has done for the entertainment industry in Jos. So because it is said to pose for a couple of pictures with Very Dark Man, you people now want to cancel him. Why?
I look at people. There were different, perception people have, towards Very Dark Man, and different comment that came online. People were saying, "Oh, okay, now you guys know that it's time to drag Very Dark Man when he's been insulting other people. You are didn't say nothing."
Yeah.
But there's something about life that I feel, because if you're a man of principle, is that. And if you also understand that you're human, you make mistakes. And the thing is that just because I'm not supporting what Very Dark Man did, but the thing is, they say that the Bible, Jesus said, "He that has no sin should cast
the first stone."
You know what I mean? So the thing is, if you go to different houses today, there are a lot of different argument or discussions that people have insulted even the president of Nigeria or the governor or whatever, the government. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They do that on a daily basis. But because it's not captured and put online for people to see, so everybody's a saint.
Yeah.
You understand? So, and based on what the Very Dark Man said, that was wrong to say to a
The
sitting
number
governor.
one citizen of the
You
state.
understand? But the
Very
thing is,
disrespectful.
but the thing is, he was carried away by his emotions, or according to him, he said he needed to use those words so that something will be done. But I think it's not supposed to be. And at the same time, for those canceling him, you know what I mean, it shouldn't be. You don't use one. I mean, look at the good of that person over time. Very Dark Man has been like a savior.
Oh,
You
who?
know, I.
Who's having a conversation with? Who's savior?
Captain,
No.
I'm
No.
speaking. I'm not speaking.
No,
I'm speaking
no.
for some people. I'm speaking for
No.
some people.
No. Bobby, I don't agree.
You don't agree with that? Yeah.
Scratch that. We don't have time. We don't have time. But then, at the end of the day, honestly, what basis are we using to cancel people in Nigeria? What is the person doing, wrong that you feel it shouldn't be so? So you know what? We are canceling this person. We should stop using our emotions. We stop using anger. Some of us are hungry too. We know how the situation of the country. Some of us are angry, very, very angry. We know that. But what basis are we using to cancel people in Nigeria? And with time, we'll be bringing, some of these cancelled celebrities in Jos so they can give us their own view, their own perspective about the cancel culture in Nigeria. So up next is the trivia, the fun part of, this podcast.